Good evening, everyone. Sintan here. Hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season. Also, Happy New Year to everyone. Hope your 2018 is going swell. Me, myself, Sintan, I was a very busy man over this holiday season. I had dinner with LeBron and Dwayne Wade. Their two oldest sons, LeBron Jr. and Zaire. I think I'm saying that right. Next great Hall of Fame duo. Calling it right now. Then I went up to Minnesota. Went ice fishing with Jimmy Butler and Taj Gibson. Went to Oklahoma City. I beat Carmelo Anthony 1-on-1. Then I went to LA. Had breakfast, lunch, and dinner with Lou Williams. Then I hung out with Kyle Kuzma. Also ran into LeVar Ball. He said he's going to be seeing me at prom. I just ran into him on the street, just yelled, "I'll be seeing you at prom," whatever that means. But anyway, I'm not here to tell you what I did on my holiday vacation. We are here to review a movie today. Now, when I first saw this movie, it was on December 22nd, and granted, that was close to Christmas, so I didn't want to, ruin any holiday cheer, or. But Christmas has passed. The holiday season is over, and first of all, and I'm going to be reviewing a movie by the name of Saving Christmas. I believe it came out in 2017. Let me start out by saying everybody in that movie is extremely talented. There were a good amount of kids in that movie, and if kids could get paid to be in a movie, they're already doing more than me, because here I am, not being, getting paid to act. But there were some things I liked about this movie. Like, the concept of it was good, and I liked the ending when they were all opening their presents and, getting what they wanted for Christmas. I'm not made of steel. I was a little boy once. It's a good feeling. But aside from that, this movie was so bad. It doesn't go anywhere. Like the premise is, it's a little boy, and his dad passed away, and he's out to prove him and his little sister and one of his friends. They're out to prove Santa's real, which I'm sure that's not a new concept by any stretch of the imagination. But it starts here and it goes nowhere. It doesn't go anywhere at all. I mean, and also, there was a scene, and also the haircuts in this movie. I mean, were there haircuts? I don't even know. Because there's a scene where the main character's mother, is going in to cut this guy's hair. I feel like the guy whose hair she cuts, I think he's in one of the DirecTV commercials. I'm not entirely sure. But he goes in, and his hair's a certain way when he gets in there, obviously. And then he sits down, and then it cuts to him getting out of his chair, supposedly after his haircut's done. But his hair looks exactly the same. I'm like, did she cut his hair? I mean, she didn't charge him anything, so I guess she didn't cut his hair. I mean, what were they doing? And also, he goes back a second time, and they're just talking, and she just snips a little strand of hair, and she's like, "That's $25. I'm sure they may have been just joking around, but I don't know. There's also, about a half hour in, I look at my phone, because I feel like I've been watching this movie for 100 years. And when it's been 30 minutes, that's when a movie just loses me. Like, I don't know about you, but I just like to be entertained. Good, bad, just entertain me. Make me laugh. By the way, speaking of making me laugh, did not laugh once. Didn't even smile once. Well, I may have smiled at the end, but that's just because it was over. Like, at a half hour before the movie was over, I just started laughing and almost crying because of how bad it was. Like, the main character, his haircut's also, not a fan of it, but part of the movie is he wants to see his favorite wrestler Max something, don't even remember what his full name. He wants to see him, fight this guy at a local wrestling thing or whatever. But they can't really afford the tickets. But then his mom buys him the tickets. But here's the thing about this, which might be the most ridiculous part of the movie. She buys him the tickets, but a scene earlier, the fighter, the fighter the kid loves, Max, calls the promoter and says, "I fell off my motorcycle and broke my leg." And, the promoter's all upset, like, how am I, nobody's going to come to the fight now. Then, the next scene, she buys him the tickets and he's all excited. I was like, wow, those must be dirt cheap. And then I thought, but then it doesn't say that, he's not at the fight. And then, it's the end of the movie. Hundreds of people have already paid to line up to see him fight. Then he comes up on a screen with his leg clearly in a cast. And it says, "Hey, I fell off a motorcycle and broke my leg. I can't fight. I'll see you in January for a fight that's hopefully more entertaining than this movie." It doesn't make sense. They've already paid for their tickets. Is that even legal? They've already paid for their tickets. Hundreds of people are in line. How does that happen? And then at that point, Santa ends up being real. He comes out to the arena. He reveals he's Santa. Puts the fighter in the arena. Heals his leg, and then they end up fighting. And it's just bad. It goes nowhere whatsoever. If you want to see this movie, just don't see this movie. I'm just doing you a favor. Just don't see this movie. Now, I didn't want to review this movie during my holiday vacation because it's the holiday season. It's a time of cheer, time of joy, time of positivity. So I didn't really want to review this movie at that time. But we're in 2018 now, and I just had to absolutely crush this movie into the dirt. Again, everybody in this film is very talented. I may have no idea who any of them are, but they are very talented if they're, because they're in a movie. Very talented if they're getting paid, to act. I'm not getting paid to act. I rarely get paid to do anything. So, they've accomplished something I haven't. But just don't see this movie ever. Just don't see it. Watch The Room. Watch the Emoji Movie. Watch Batman and Robin. Watch Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. Watch anything else. Stare at your black TV screen for an hour and a half. You will be more entertained. I feel better. I feel so much better. And I could go on, but really, I don't really want to go on because, nothing happened. Also, actually, I was gonna say watch the most recent Fantastic Four movie, but that's just as bad, so don't watch that. Also, don't watch, never mind. Anyway, have a great weekend. Check out all my other videos. I recently posted a Hamlet video of myself, Roger Thatman, and a few of the other bros to a time almost 2 years ago where we were stuck in Hamlet. So check that out on my channel. Also, like this video if you had a fun time watching it. Subscribe, and have a great weekend.